Push my button. Push your buttons, lady.
I do. It's pushed.
Yes. Mrs. Bond,
Here.
Mrs. Duff,
Here.
Mrs. Gay, Mrs. Grooms,
Here.
and Mrs. Harlow.
August meeting.
Yep.
Any corrections or changes? Okay, hearing none, we'll submit them as. I guess we would like to.
So the first thing is the master park plan. I just wanted to give you a quick update. If you were at Boo Bash, they were there in the gym, or Branstead or Carroll was there in the gym doing what they did at National Night Out. They had their boards up so people could put dots on there of what they wanted, or like an aquatic center or trails or more pickleball courts, whatever it is. They did the same setup. Was pretty well taken. So I reached out to them just to get a quick update. We are still in the data gathering stage. It's almost done. They're waiting on the at-home surveys to come back to them with the data. So as of right now, there were 324 surveys completed on the web survey, and surveys you would get at the rec center or at the city building. So that's quite a bit. Their goal was 300 and we hit 324. So
Great.
yeah, the mail one is different. So that's one. Oh, perfect. Good. Oh. Yeah, if you got another one. Yeah, only one should have been. Yeah, only one. Was it like 6 pages? Was it like 6 pages? Was it longer? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I don't think. I don't. As long as you sent the information back, that's what they're looking for. So, so then, yeah, he said they're waiting. That's the random sample. That should be done soon. So as soon as that's done, all the data will be gathered, and we move on. Envision phase. So at Boo Bash, they engaged over 100 people. So between the 3 events that they came to, Easter, National Night Out, and this, and Boo Bash, they touched over 240 people at those 3 events. So about 260 of them did the dot exercise, and so that's good. That's kind of what we wanted. That's the information we needed. Obviously, there's a lot of people in this city, a lot more than that. We would love it from everybody, but not everybody likes to do it. So that's just kind of where we're at. Once that's done, we'll move on to the next phase, which should probably be 1st of November, I would say, something like that. So if there's any questions, just a quick update on the master park plan. Moving right along with it. Okay. Next is the Boo Bash wrap up. Boo Bash numbers weren't good. Obviously, we ran into homecoming for West Carrollton. I mean, they were good, don't get me wrong, but not as in the years past. We had just over 800 people come through. Years past was like 1,200, 1,300. So obviously, we were competing with Ohio State game. And then I didn't realize homecoming was pushed so far back. I feel like that was late for homecoming. Maybe not, but it's the same time of year we've always done Boo Bash. That hasn't changed since we've done it. So I thought it was kind of an odd thing. The weather was perfect this year. I mean, we had more people last year in the rain this year, and it was beautiful out. But everything went well, I felt like. I think the Harry Potter wands were well received, all the kids. I guess that was the good thing about it. Pretty much who showed up got something like that. The vendors were great. I think there were 2 that maybe didn't show up the day of. I think one was a church, and I forget what the other one was. One was a local business that didn't show up, which is okay. But everything else outside, the pumpkins were well received. The movie night went good. A lot of people stayed around to finish that. It was done by 8:45, which it was over at 9. So it actually kind of worked out really well. Yeah. So we used to show it, well, we showed it out in right field, in the field. That's what we've done. But this one, we put where the natatorium was up against the rec center wall. And it actually was way better. We may do that from here on out when we do those next year. It fit good. You could put picnic tables out there. I don't know. It felt more intimate, more like you're in a movie theater, kind of in a way, instead of just out in an open field. But I think a lot of people stayed around just because it was Boo Bash 2. They were already there. So maybe we need to think along those lines of doing it that way. So, and then the community Halloween party is the 31st. We are prepping that. Obviously, that's the hot dogs, chips, those kind of things, the costume contest. So, obviously, we would like you there for the costume contest judging. Just same as years past, we'll put a table up in front. Chandler will get up there and do the lines of kids by age and have you guys vote. And we already got prize baskets and all that kind of stuff for everybody. So we had a ton of leftover candy. And, obviously I was expecting 500-600 more kids to come through, and so we got quite a bit of candy left. But that's okay. We can give them out at community Halloween party.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give it. And we got full-size candy bars, a lot of them. So Reese's, Hershey's, I think maybe still
Is
some.
that from Santa?
From Santa, yeah. Which was donated by a lot of people throughout
Yeah,
the city.
that was so cute, yeah.
Yeah, Santa did a very good job. I thought that was awesome. So it's after trick or treat. So what's that over at 8?
8, yeah.
8 o'clock.
okay.
I think it's 6 to 8, and then we start the costume contest about 8:30 because we want to kind of get through that. So I would say if you showed up,
I used to come about 7:30.
yeah,
Yep.
7:30, 7:45, somewhere in there. I'd hate to cut you guys short handing out candy, but
No,
I know. Well, there you go.
But yeah.
we're done by then.
Yeah.
I can do that.
So,
What, 7:30?
yeah. So
There around
what we're actually
7:45.
talking about doing with the hot dogs is pre-packaging everything. So last year we had condiments out and people just were taking forever just to put ketchup. And then next thing you know, me and Chris are actually squirting it on everybody's forum just because the line kept backing up and backing up. And I think we're just going to put packets of everything and a full-size candy bar and a bag of chips in a bag, and just everybody can take a bag and go. So,
Good
and
idea.
we'll separate Hershey's and Reese cups because I know peanut allergies. We'll make sure we differentiate so some kid that's got a peanut allergy isn't getting a Reese cup. We don't want that to happen. So,
Ooh, no.
but it'll be the same thing as years past. Let's hope for decent weather. Hopefully it's a Thursday, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kids are gonna have school the next day. We kind of know how that's trended in the past. Some people don't show up, but it is a Friday. Maybe they'll let their kids off on November 1st. I don't know. We'll see. So, other than that, I don't have anything else. You guys have any questions about that night? Okay. And then next is the Christmas tree lighting. Still planning to be here. Same ordeal, same setup. Dia and Kelly and myself will do all the setup over here, all the prep work. And then we'll just continue like we've done. The whole thing for maybe the following year, if this building is still under construction, who knows, it might have to be at the rec center. But we really have talked about doing something at the rec center, more bringing Pancakes with Prancer back, something like that. So, but we're looking at that for 2025. So we'll continue with this year with what we've done, but I think we need to spruce this event up a little bit because attendance for this thing has dwindled pretty
Yes.
bad over the last couple of years.
Yes.
So I think maybe we only had 50 some
was
people last year. Yeah, but the problem here is there's no parking.
Right.
So it's not I don't know how big it can honestly get over here without decent parking. I think we could definitely pull it off at the rec center do a lot of cool stuff at the rec center. I suggested having a tree here. I think there needs to be a lit tree here because it is center of town. I understand that. I suggest buying another tree and putting it at the rec center.
Yeah.
I know it costs a lot of money. Yeah, we could just do so much more over the rec center. Oh, we probably still use them, but I mean, we would start. I mean, if we do it over there, we would start all fresh and new and come up with different ideas and concepts. I mean, you can do carriage or horse and buggy carriage rides over there. You could put down in the gym some inflatables, and Dia sent me a. It's an ice skating rink, but it's not ice. It's you just use your socks and you slide. It's a sliding skating ice skating rink. Yeah, and they got all different kinds of sizes. Like it's a skating. It's a skating rink, but it's not ice skating. You use your socks, so you're just out there sliding on your socks and stuff instead of having ice skating. So, but there's all kinds of things through this. Awesome, it's called Awesome Entertainment. That's who we use for Boo Bash. All those holiday event specific inflatables, like they were all Halloween oriented. This would be all holiday Christmas oriented stuff. So we could do a Winter Wonderland. We could do all kinds of stuff in there. So. And you saw how Dia did Boo Bash with the hallways and the candles.
Oh my God,
and,
yes. My
you know,
God.
we could do that with snowflakes or trickling lights. You know, all kinds of cool different things over at the rec center. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next year with this whole remodel here. But other than that, anything for Christmas
What
tree?
day is the Christmas tree lighting?
I believe it's December 6th. It's that first Friday.
Okay,
So,
I thought
so we
so.
have, it was like the first last year maybe, but
Second, I think.
or second, yeah. So it's pushed back.
Okay.
What time is it just when it gets dark, like 9?
Yeah. So we usually,
No, we come down here at 6.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 6:00 start, and we usually do the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, we do the invocation and all that stuff first, and then Santa comes, tree
We
lights.
usually get here by 5:30.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dark by then.
yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting where I'm at. So
Yeah.
yeah, it gets here. Nope, this is the first year.
Oh, okay. So basically everything is right here in this area. We open these doors. You'll have orchestra in here. Santa sits over here, and we'll have a nice tree lit display in this corner right here. The big trees out front lit, and then we'll have the band outside.
Oh, okay.
And then they play music. Like I said, the mayor says something, and then we do a countdown, light the tree, Santa comes in the fire truck. And then I'll escort Santa in to his chair, and then we'll have it roped off in here, and then everyone comes through and gets pictures. And pretty much you guys do cookies and hot chocolate, serving it to everybody. And I
Well,
know-
the girl does the hot chocolate.
yeah, and Dia's working on that. She hasn't heard back from that lady yet.
Oh, okay.
So
We might be doing hot chocolate. Okay.
yeah, which I don't want to do because I did not like Tim Hortons. I didn't like what they did. So it was like water. It wasn't even hot chocolate. I feel like, yeah. And I spent a lot of money, so I didn't want to do that again. They used to donate, which then wasn't a big problem, but this time, the last time I bought it was not. I spent $500 almost on hot
okay.
chocolate. But yeah, we're working on trying to get a hold of that lady. Other than that, that's all I got for a Christmas tree.
Are we've canned the Christmas lights, right?
I will say TBD, I guess, to be determined. I think they are going to come string the buildings, this company, and they're going to show our street department how to do it, what they do, those kind of things. So going forward.
Well, I meant that we don't go around looking at houses.
Oh,
for-
yeah, no, we don't
We
do
canned it,
Yeah,
right?
we're not doing the
Okay.
holiday lighting. Yeah,
That's-
yeah, you guys did that, voted on that last year.
Okay.
Yep. So we just do the city beautification. So other than that, I'd say the next order of business is the next meeting I have is December 17th at 5.
Okay.
Third Tuesday. That's all I got, unless you all have anything for me.
What's the next meeting? I'm sorry. The next meeting's November 17th? December.